Now I have the honor and privilege of calling upon Dr. Shujaat Nadeem, who is the PEN founder and chairman, SAMBA Bank, Pakistan. Please give him a big hand. He'll come here to welcome all of you, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Shujaat Nadeem.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum gentlemen. Aisha Sana के बाद कुछ भी बोलना difficult होता है. Dear friends, on behalf of our PEN team, I welcome you today to our annual fundraising dinner. I hope you have enjoyed the dinner, and as I can see, some of my friends are still enjoying it. It's time now we feed your soul on this by the esteemed Abda Praveen's mellifluous voice and with some Sufi poetry by Rumi and Bulle Shah. But before that, I think I would like to share a brief introduction about our journey of PEN. I promised Fawzia, my better half, that I will not have a very long or boring speech. So, in light of keeping that promise, I will not regurgitate any of the data that is displayed on all these screens about PEN, what we have achieved in the last 4-year journey. You can all read that. What I would like to talk about is the story of PEN. Why are we doing what we are doing? The 7 founders, it was about a few years back, the 7 of us met in Nathia Gali, having crossed our nascent 40 years. And when I say 40 years, some of you might be surprised. Our CEO, Mr. Umar Sheikh, doesn't look that old. He actually is that old. So there you go. That secret is out, Sheikh Saab, sorry. So having, sorry, what was I going to say? At some point, people are going to find out. So, we were all doing well by material standards. We met for a weekend of retreat and reflection. Perhaps it was an existential angst at play. Each one of us carried a sense of void, a feeling of something missing in our lives. The weekend of reflection combined with some excessive eating in the fabulous mountain setting and lovely weather, we realized that it was the moral burden of winning and running alone that bore heavy on us. You might think that it might have been the food, that the blood went down from our brain and went to the stomach, and we, kind of having these thoughts. But actually it persisted. And what you see today in terms of PEN as an organization and our effort, it's the outcome of those thought processes. What I want to share with you is a few thoughts and philosophy of how we think about life. We're the fortunate. We all sitting here are the fortunate who have landed on the right side of the roll of destiny's dice, having the means to achieve and enjoy this life, all the best this life has to offer. So one might ask, what's the problem? What is the issue? The problem is our fundamental design by the Almighty, gentlemen and ladies. It is the existence of our soul. ये जो हमारी रूह है ना, that's the problem. Our social structures are not designed to feed it. From day one we are taught to run after material gains, but no one teaches us to ask the few questions. Why are we running? And how long we should be running for? The first one is an easier question to answer. Why are we running? Most of us will say to achieve happiness. Whether it is material, comfort, luxury, fine. The second one is more difficult to answer. most of us, or at least all seven of us realized that at least we had spent almost 40 years of our lives, much too long, not having answered this most fundamental question. Dear friends, I want to pause here and say, tonight, if you take one thing away from this gathering, please take this question away. What is the maximum point of happiness relative to your wealth? Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, and many of the smartest people in the world seem to have reached a conclusion that less is more. Giving to the less fortunate takes you across the fabled bridge, across which lies the eternal source of happiness and contentment. When you give to the less fortunate, the appreciation of that human being, the smile on those young children's, boys or girls' face is the secret of life. And Bulle Shah said it. Alina, where are you? I can speak in Urdu. Listen to this one. And actually this is Punjabi. Na kar bandya meri meri, na teri na meri. Char dinan da mela, dunya fir mitti di teri. Mandir ta de, masjid ta de jo kuch tenda. क्यों शेख साहब तादे जो कुछ टहंदा एक बंदे दा दिल ना टावी रब दिलां विच रहिंदा है जी Bulle Shah was far ahead of us. Once we figured this out, we knew our mission and we agreed and decided that from then on, we the founders commit to at least give as much of time and effort to helping the unfortunate as we will give to the material goals. We still pursue active business careers. As you know, Sheikh Saab, active business careers. But we have not forsaken the material world. But at the same time, we always keep those young children, boys and girls, who have somewhere lost on the roulette table of destiny. They are with us in our thoughts. And sometimes we refer to them as our children, and some of our friends get confused. 23,000 children is a lot of them to have, but they are our children. We think of them like that, and we are very passionate about them. We have a dream for them. We want them to be educated. You must say, why education? If I may explain it again in the words of a poet, Fatwa hai Sheikh ka, ye zamana kalam ka hai. Duniya mein ab rahi nahi talwar kargar. Napoleon said, give me good mothers, and I'll give you good nations. If we want to survive as a nation, we need to educate our girls and women first. The plight of poor girls in our country is no more a tragedy than it's an opportunity. We love our country, and if we want to grow as a nation, we must give these people, our children, a surviving chance. Give them food and money. They might survive for a day or a month. Educate them, you give them a surviving chance for a lifetime. Ladies and gentlemen, PEN as an organization is not a one-man show that would fizzle away with one person's disinterest or distraction. It has a very well-balanced board which deeply evaluates challenges and opportunities and its impacts. We give very high priority to the idea of maximization of impact on each student for each dollar invested. The business model that we have chosen, which is a cluster of networks, and forming it as a regulated entity, makes this organization a robust organization for exponential growth. Why do I want to talk about exponential growth? Because I said we have a dream. We're very proud proud to say we have 90 schools and almost 23,000 children today. But this is a very small step towards where we want to go. We want to be 1 million children. And for that 1 million children, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to dream with us. I want you to hold our hands and join us in this walk. And once again, the best said by the poets, Hayat leke chalo, kainat leke chalo, chalo to sare zamane ko saath leke chalo. Mudaya? Yes, we are the dreamers, the 7 of us. Tonight, and by the way, our pen friends who have been with us from day one, they are the dreamers with us. Tonight, I want to invite the rest of you to join this dream. And as we move and revel in the beautiful poetry by Abda Parveen, I want you to dream with us. And I want to give you a few pictures to dream about. This picture on my right, this young girl, her name is Fiza. She is here with her mother. Her father was a security guard. Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. He passed away earlier this year. She's fatherless. Ben put her for an art competition in Punjab-wide art competition. This girl is 7th or 8th grade. She took 2nd position, where the first went to NCA graduate, Fahim, you're here, and 3rd went to an NCA graduate. This girl of Penn School took 2nd position. This talent would never be found. Her mother is a maid, works in people's houses, does not have a father anymore. Next. This is an amazing story. I'm only going to give you 3. This is the second one, Komal. Komal goes to a secondary school in Kot Lakhpat jail. We as Ben run that school. She took part in an essay competition with 2,000 children from grammar schools and Beacon and all of them. And guess what? It was an English essay competition. She stood first. She stood first. The lady next to her is her English teacher, our pen teacher who taught her. Okay? Look at the next one. This is amazing, unbelievable. Sajid. Sajid comes from 6 to 8 brothers. 2 of them are drug addicts. 2 are in jail. His father took him out of school at class 5. He said, we don't want to send him to school, he wants to work. The pen teachers went on their own initiative to his house and convinced his father, not the first time, not the second time, they had to go 4 or 5 times. Ultimately, he gave in and let him go to school. क्या आप जानते हैं कि इस बच्चे ने अब 8वीं जमात पास कर ली है? और जिस दिन इस बच्चे ने 8वीं जमात पास की, पूरे मोहल्ले ने जश्न मनाया, इसके ऊपर पत्तियां फेंकी, क्योंकि ये पूरे मोहल्ले की हिस्ट्री में पहला बच्चा है जिसने 8वीं जमात पास की। इसने सिर्फ 8वीं जमात पास नहीं की, इसने 91% marks लिए, and he stood first in the board in Urdu subject. This child comes from the worst possible background with no hope in life. It is the pen system of schools, it is the pen teachers and their motivation that discovered this child. He is one of the most talented. These are the children. We have tens of these stories. We want to have hundreds of these stories, but we need to have million children to do that. I will not give you many more. You're welcome to talk to us more and we'll tell you much more about it. You have been a great audience. I keep my promise, and I thank you from the depths of my heart for contributing to our cause. Please, we are very passionate, we are dreamers. Join our thing, join our walk and effort. And I would like to finish with Majid Sultanpuri's word. मैं अकेला ही चला था जानिब मंजिल मगर, मैं अकेला ही चला था जानिब मंजिल मगर, लोग साथ आते गए और कारवां बनता। Thank you.